We are going to design a mobile table, a mobile chair, a mobile support. I don't know how to call this, and I hope you will help me to name this stuff at the end of the video. Here is a prototype, and let's go on details. First we think about the trolley. So not this one I use for my board. We will do another one from a piece of plywood and some wheels. So we will do this, and then we think about what height of the final table we need. So it's depending on your use case. In my case, I want this to be on the same level, probably in winter time. It will be a kind of support for the bigger plywood when I cut it with the saw that will be installed here. Yeah, or maybe it's a good level for a working table, additional working table. Yeah, so. And now the main point, we will need to sacrifice one of the MakPacs. And depending on which one you have, with some equipment or spare one, or you can buy with some discount, that one you can use. But at least it should be MakPac 2. MakPac 1 is too short, slim. You cannot cut it here and get the right solution, so it should be at least MakPac 2 that you can cut here all around. And I will actually cut it a little bit lower, because that part that is going to be on the trolley can still be used as the storage, yeah, so with just the plywood bottom. And this part that will be under the table cannot be used, so it's useless. So we want this to be smaller, so that's why I will have cut line somewhere here. If you don't understand yet, you will soon understand. So here is the line. What tool to use for cutting this? Okay guys, you please offer me in the comments. I have that one that I'm going to use, and here is plastic and wood. I think for me it's better to control the straight cut, but really, yeah, if you know the better option, let me know. Well, I wouldn't say that it's the best option. Yeah, you can see what's happening with the plastic, and you cannot access these places. I will try this with the jigsaw, and let's see. Well, the jigsaw did help, and I actually think that it would be better to use for the whole job only the jigsaw. Yeah, but anyway, we have two halves. Look, I am preparing this base on wheels, and I decided to make a kind of box. It's actually not the box, but some open space for some tools like hammers or something long. Well, it's probably not the best option to show, for something just to be here in case if I need it. For example, oh no, I don't know this English word for that kind of stuff. So I bended this plastic for these purposes and used these stainless steel's angle profiles here with rivets, yeah. So you can see, and left some space for dust and water, so it will be here like this. So, and guys, the main point, you see the base here is a kind of flexible, and you need to fix it very carefully, and you understand, so you will have a kind of box also here. First I wanted to make wood pieces around and screw it both to the base and to this frame. Now we probably call it frame, but then I decided, okay, I will apply the same solution here inside. I'm not going to show you all the details, but just the result. But now I insert how I bended this with the fan, if you want to see it. So look, it's ready up to that point now. Yeah, so a kind of storage that I can use outdoor. And now I only need to make the top table. So I consider different kind of solutions. No, let's start from this point. We use this part that will be connected to the upper box, right? So, and we connect the table to that part. I hope you've got the point. And I considered several solutions. How to do this? You can do it differently. I didn't want to screw through this piece of wood because it's quite thin. I didn't want to screw from the opposite side so that I do have the flat surface there. So I decided to use profiles here. Without specific measurements, I figure out that they will touch these walls of this box, and I will screw through here, and I will have this table. You will see it. So this way, this piece of wood you need to make according to these walls where they will be attached. I hope you've got the point. Let's see the final result. So guys, here is the final result. We have this trolley that we can put on brakes there, all 4 wheels. Yeah, and that's the table. Yeah, you can disconnect it to access other boxes. And one interesting thing I don't want to show, but I will just explain. You take this box, you have a chair, and you put your table there, and you have a small little chair and the table on the object where you do your job, something like that. But it's not my case. In my case, I need this as a kind of support parallel to this big table. So yeah, I hope you got the point. You got some ideas for your project. So remember to like and subscribe to see this kind of stuff. Bye.